I'm Julie.
And I'm Martin, and we live full-time on our 58-foot narrowboat home, Rhapsody in Blue.
We're taking you along as we continuously cruise the canals and rivers of the UK with some beautiful scenery, occasional wildlife, landmarks, aqueducts and tunnels. Come with us. Well, this is not a bad view from the boat, is it? That's the front. And that's towards the back. That's not bad at all, is it? Wave to Rio. Yeah. Wave. Crikey. Look at that whole stump of a tree in the canal. Goodness. Aww. We decided to go for a walk into Market Harborough town, and we thought we'd take you with us. We did drive up here when we were staying at North Kilworth Marina. Yes, and when we had a car in our previous life. 2
years without a car now, almost.
Yeah. Is anybody stopping at Market Harborough or Market Harborough Basin? The shop opposite here, Harborough Food and Wine, they have an Amazon hub. So really handy for if you need anything delivered. Brilliant. And it's literally 2 minutes from the basin.
Innocent.
We're actually stopping these people chopping trees down. Oops. We'd had so much rain and high winds that these trees have become unsafe, and we're seeing this quite a bit actually on the canals at the moment. So the first shop you come to, only about a short distance away, is the Co-op. It's Market Harborough.
Honestly, stripping off in the middle of the bloody ice straight out. Come on.
Do you reckon I could leave this on, just this?
Why not?
Down it. I don't know what that is.
It's you dribble when you're eating.
Dribble? I don't know what it is. Well, do you reckon you can carry my coat?
Looks like I'm carrying everything, isn't it?
I mean, you wouldn't think this was February, would you? Hey.
It's the sink I can't carry. Come on.
Right, let's put this in the rucksack then.
Okay. We do know there's peregrines here.
Yeah, apparently there's a pair of peregrines nesting at the top of that church. Can't see them at the moment. If we do, I shall see if I can get some film of them. Just looking at some of the buildings here. Look at this. Hold on, I'm just looking at the buildings. Yeah, we knew they were up there, but my phone just wasn't good enough to be able to zoom in to see any detail. So keep watching, because we come back in a couple of days' time and we bring the camera. This is usually only a little stream. It runs through the town, so we were quite surprised to see how much water there was. But wait till you see it in a couple of days' time. Crikey, same river, 2 days later. Look at the flow on that. We've had so much rain. Wow. Do you remember our security camera that we installed in December? It's episode 73. I'll leave a link down below. It's got 2 cameras, so it's got 180 degree of detection.
Remember, this is purely off-grid, so having its own solar panel hopefully should keep it topped up.
So just an update, it does keep the battery topped up. It's always on 100%. So it's got its own little solar panel. It's absolutely brilliant and can see both ends of the boat at the same time. So you can see in this clip that we did on the video, you can see Martin coming from the left, and he's just coming up to the front of the boat at the moment, and he's now going to walk past the camera in the middle. There he goes. Has to do something. And you can see he goes past the end of the boat, which is now, well, he's already past it, out onto the road, and you can still see him. This is what that camera caught this evening, 20th of February. Firstly, a fox. And secondly, a badger. We couldn't believe it. And then he hears a noise from inside the boat and he looks up. You watch. So this morning, the sun's shining, and we want to stay in Market Harborough, and obviously in winter you don't travel as much as usual. But yeah, what we tend to do is we're going down here, we're going to wind at the winding hole, we're going to go back to get water, make sure we're topped up with water, and then do the rubbish, etc. We're going to turn round and we're going to go back to, well, we'll try and get further down into the basin. If not, we'll go back to that same mooring. But yeah, it's a bit difficult filming because we're doing this, you know, we do all these sort of going around in circles journeys, go up to the winding hole, turn around, go back, get some water, come back to where we were before. So you don't really want to see the same journey over and over. But look at it down here, it's absolutely beautiful. So just to show you what I mean, using the Pearson guide, we leave the mooring we're on, we go up to the winding hole, we turn round, we come all the way back, round, and along to where the water point is, fill up with water and moor as close to the basin as we possibly can. It's a squirrel having a drink. Isn't this a beautiful day? Yeah, even though the services, the water was only about 200 yards behind us, we've got to go a fair distance to be able to go to the winding hole, to turn the boat round, to go all the way back. So yeah, it's just what you do in the winter. It's nice because it gets us to do these extra little cruises. But yeah. Oh, look at that. The first blossom that we've seen. Wow, and this is February. Look at that, February the 23rd. Oh wow, lovely. Signs of spring. Yeah, so actually we're winding here. We found another winding hole. It's certainly wide enough to wind the boat. Look at that beautiful blue sky. My gorgeous. Typical one of those moments, you come round a bend, you get a narrowing and a boat turns up. What can you do? We're reversing now so that they can come through, and they've slowed down nicely for us. There's still quite a bit of debris in the canal. Don't quite know what this is, but we're going slowly past it. I think this is just mud and muck, but yeah, I think we should be all right. But we did see yesterday when we were walking the whole stump of a tree, so I've got my eyes peeled at the front of the boat just in case. So there's the stump of the tree. It's actually at the side, so that's good. It's lovely. Just listen to the birds. So once again, it's totally crowded with boats, so I can't see us getting in here, but we'll see. Even if we get services and go back to where we were moored before would be nice. So we're going to see if we can get moored at the end here. If we can, great. If we can't, not to worry. So this is our new mooring. Beautiful sunny spot. And the best thing about it is, if I slowly pan round, we are as close to the basin as we can possibly get. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's Market Harborough Basin. Beautiful. Perfect spot. Absolutely perfect. We took a walk back into town to see if we could catch those peregrine falcons, and we did. This one here is the female. Can you see her yet? There she is. What stunning birds they were. We knew this was the female because she'd actually been ringed on her foot. This one was the male. He'd actually flown up onto the council buildings. Martin spotted him. Sorry this footage is a little bit jerky, but I was so zoomed in that it was difficult keeping the camera still. You'll see just how far it was zoomed in when I pan out in a minute. This plaque was fascinating. It was telling you all about the old buildings of the town and also all the famous people that are from Market Harborough. If you pause it, you can read this. I know this is a little jerky, but I just wanted to zoom in up the top of the spire there, well, near the top, because I couldn't believe it. When you get close up, there's little faces, look, that they've carved into the stonework. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? This little one was sitting about 20 feet away from the boat. Stunning little bird. Where it falls in optical zoom. He's just sunning himself, isn't he? Wow! This food's like a work of art, isn't it? Look at that. Look at this. Okay, so hopefully we're all set up. So let's see what the footage is like. I'm trying out the new gimbal that people probably saw Martin post on Facebook. So people want to know how we're getting on with it. So I thought I'd bring it out, take a little walk up down the canal and see what it's like. Yeah, it feels like it's starting to rain. It seems some rain in the air, I believe. Walking along the canal. Hopefully this is not jumping up and down as I'm walking. I need to turn it so that I'm actually in shot, don't I? That's better. So yeah, we'll see what it comes out like. Hello. Yeah, honestly, this towpath couldn't be busier today. So yeah, I'm actually standing by a bush at the moment because the heavens have opened. I'm hoping it's going to be a short, sharp shower. So if I just turn around, you can see the rain on the water. So, and that's typical. It's been lovely all day, but there's been so many people on the towpath. I thought I can't really be walking along with a gimbal filming everybody. So I thought I'll come out when it's nice and quiet, and it got a bit cloudy. And literally 200 yards from the boat, the heavens open. Hey ho. Right, it looks like the rain's easing off, but the wind's picking up, so we'll see how we get on with this. So it looks like the rain is going away, so I'm going to carry on my walk, and like I say, hopefully it's not too jerky. Oh, lovely. Someone's just left a poo bag. Yeah. I'll never understand this. Why pick it up and then dump the bag? It doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, that's how it is. Absolutely stunning gardens here. Look at those. They're beautiful. Now, oh, and there's a boat coming as well. Just swap hands. See how we're doing. Well, it looks pretty smooth from what I'm looking at, but I am walking, so I have no idea. Nope, that's it. I've turned back. It's too cold, and it started spitting with rain again, so we're going back. That night the moon was so bright, I took this photo at midnight. It was stunning. And then this photo is the same tree the next day, just for comparison. We thought we'd take the opportunity while we're near some shops to get some DIY done.
That's it. Done. That's it. Yep. That's it. Just get the first one up for a minute. Would you mind taking that screwdriver out of there? I'll get the bottom one in. Right, give us the drill. Right. It's not going. That's one. That's it. In.
That's it. So now we have 2 hanging poles.
Oh, they're poles. I thought they were for a tune.
So we can now dry our washing. Brilliant. Well done, Martin. The next day I was just taking some videos of the birds outside the boats, like the moorhens and the swans, etc. Martin saw something and quickly pointed it out to me so I could catch it on camera. And there was a sparrowhawk, and it had just caught a pigeon, which obviously is not that nice, but you don't actually see the pigeon. But I recorded what I could, although these branches that were swinging in front, the camera kept focusing on them, which was a bit annoying. But you can definitely see the sparrowhawk, and you see it sort of starts plucking the feathers and then starts eating. But yeah, I can't believe we're so close to all this, you know, it's happening just literally next to the boat. He's now plucking it. Lovely.
See the magpie is setting the alarm, so it's there.
Is that what that's doing?
Yeah. So look, he's above it. Watch him. Yeah, on tray.
No? Oh yeah, there.
Saw it hit the ground. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. It's certainly having its meal now. This map here shows how the wharf looked over 200 years ago. It was a lot smaller, and this is how it's looking today. With the help of an aerial view, I'm going to try to attempt to show you what each of the buildings were for. Starting with the ones on the right that you can see that I'm putting crosses through, these are now flats. They didn't even exist. These buildings just weren't there before. Secondly, at the bottom of the screen you'll see that building. That was actually a warehouse. And in the 1930s, the upstairs was actually a felt hat factory, and it had its own little delivery channel as well that's since been filled in. Then at the top of the screen, you'll see the pub. It's now called the Waterfront. Back then it was the ale house. And at the far end, it was actually a warehouse, storing, I believe it was tea. Yes, in those days, the boats would transport tea, coal and wood. And lastly, the top left of your screen, this was actually a manufacturing factory. I'm not quite sure what they manufactured, I'm afraid, but yeah. Here's a couple of old photos from back in the day. And did you know, in 1950, the first ever Inland Waterways Festival was held in the wharf as part of a campaign to save our waterways. We'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who's bought us coffees this week. We really appreciate it and it really helps. Rhonda C, Nasen Ping, Nina, Jerry and Peter, Steve in the USA, Mary, Neil and Justine and John. Thanks everyone. Join us next week when we leave Market Harborough and we go cruising again. And also the week after, don't forget we'll be answering your questions. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe. It's totally free. And click the notification bell and YouTube will let you know when we upload next time. See you next week. Bye.